Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for June 10th, 2019, 3 p.m. Eastern. It takes courage to shift directions. It takes courage to live. And our courage is what carries us, alleviates the fear. Remember, the mind and the ego are there, but you must be in charge of them. When you don't use something, you've heard this saying over and over again, I'm sure, a lot of you, most of you, all of you, where if you don't use it, you lose it. And that applies to everything. If you don't use the mind, it atrophies. If you're in the same group forever, and you're continually, repeating the same things over and over and over again, you have no outside comparison or knowledge or learning. You just don't know. And when that happens, it's like when you look at the anti-civilization of this planet. It's anti-everything. It's anti-life. It's anti-happiness. It's anti-joy. It's anti-everything. Literally. So, you imagine you got a group of people that come together and conspire to destroy and eliminate things. And they never go outside themselves. They're always interacting with each other over and over and over again. They stop learning. They stop expanding. They stop growing. And for us, moving into the civilization of the universe, which is the opposite of the anti-civilization, we have to understand this, because the construct of this planet has mainly been put together, and again, as a picture. And if you view the picture, you understand that we have a construct of a group of beings who deem total control of the planet and the civilization. So they manipulate, they change everything so that the civilization doesn't know its roots, doesn't know what it is, say. And it's like being in a jar, and the sides, there's nothing to climb up. So you can't get out of the jar. You can't climb out of it. You can see around you through the glass, but you can't get out there. So you're kept in this jar, and the civilization of this planet has been kept in a jar. And when we look at now, you guys know what you are. You know who you are. And you know how powerful you are. Now, when you intend something for the planet, for yourself, whatever it may be, and you stay with that, so you send it and you leave it, set it and forget it, and just move on. That's it. It is so imperative that during this time of massive change on this planet is to because you're going so fast. And you begin to flow with it. You let the current take you. And you begin to understand that I'm going somewhere. I'm moving. You're not really interested or care about where it's going to be, because you know that because of keeping your frequency high, it's practicing staying in love, practice staying in peace, in joy, and happiness. No matter what goes on around you, this is courage. This is what takes courage for you to be able to consistently pursue your higher frequency, to move yourself into higher frequency, to be thankful, grateful, appreciative, and deeply through the heart-mind, where you oversee, you literally guide the mind and the ego. You guide them, say. You don't have any issues where they are guiding you. That is so crucial. So when you have all this, you put it all together, and you know what your path is. In other words, you have a roadmap, and you're following it. And you stop off and take in the scenery at times, slow down and move over type thing. But you're not participating in your thoughts. They're coming and going. And you're just in bliss. You're in joy. And that takes courage. It takes courage from each and every one of us. Because when you have been forever controlled and manipulated and lied to for so long, what else do you know? That's been from the beginning. And then when you wake up and you begin to understand that your childhood imagination is moving front and center, it's coming out, you're beginning to wide eye open, become awake. You're beginning to understand just how powerful and advancing and increasing your high frequencies is just tremendously empowering. And you begin to advance more and more and more and more. And understand there's no ceiling. There's no ceiling to this. The only ceiling that you have is the one you put in place. So you continually move. All of us are. And you move more and more into the higher frequencies. As you are in those higher frequencies, you begin to realize that your intent is the power. Your intent creates. Your intent moves. It moves everything. It cannot not move everything. Whether you see it or whether it's subtle. But it is moving everything. And you may get some interference where the lower frequencies try to grab you and pull you back, because the fact is that those frequencies don't want you to become enlightened. They don't want you to become aware and clear. They want you to be fearful, in fear and intimidated and stressed and full of anxiety and doubt of yourself, instead of having vibrant courage, which literally eliminates all the fear and all of the timidness. And we advance. We advance and we move more and more into love, more and more into happiness. And this is a practice that each and every one of us should be engaging as much as possible. And the practice really elevates us more and more. So the more we're in love, the more we're happy, the more we're joyous, deep within our heart mind. It doesn't mean that you bought something new. It doesn't mean that you have something that you wanted. That's fine, wonderful. But what it matters is that what your God inside of you acknowledge that, and so you bring that out. Okay? When any of the prophets would heal somebody, they would communicate with that human's God. Henceforth, the kingdom of God is in each and every one of us. The kingdom of God. Our God within our bodies. See? There's been a lot of things that have been literally pumped out to humanity that are absolutely wrong. They're just wrong. So this is about courage in you rising to that courage, meeting that courage, embracing that courage, and advancing, moving further, elevating yourselves further and further. Courage of bliss, love, to maintain it, to literally exist in it, to be in it. Bring your God out in front. Bring your God out in front of everything. Interact. Understand that you have a God inside, so why not as you're in the body? And the body carries you. So you love the body, you nurture the body, you guide the body. So it carries you through this existence, this life. And life being the highest value in the universe, so you just continually move. And it's effortlessly. It gets to the point where it's effortlessly. You automatically shift into that. You'll find yourself correcting and realigning yourself. If you get angry or stressed or fearful or impatient, or you're in a hurry, or you feel rushed, you'll pull yourself back into the higher frequency. And you'll calm down and you'll relax. You'll find this happening more and more as you immerse yourself with it, in it, of it. So, today's meditation is courage. So if you will, go to the place where you are not going to be interrupted, and I'm sure most of you are. And as I talk, you want to relax. And you relax, you remember, you move into the now. Move into the now, not yesterday, not tomorrow, not an hour from now, not 10 minutes from now, not 2 hours from now. I got to do this, got to do that, got to do this, got to do that, got to do this, got to do that. In the now, the moment. Everything is in the now. There's no future, there's no past, there is just the now. Everything takes place in the now. And as you do this, remember, you are in your easy chair, whether you're floating in midair or in a chair, however you see yourself, you're on the side of the highway. And as all of these lights are blasting back and forth, coming and going, those are your thoughts. Now, you're not negating them, you're just not participating in them. They're coming and going, thousands and thousands of them. And you're at ease. And you relax. And you're in the now. And you are embraced and deeply loved. And you're at peace. You find all the tensions and stresses of dropping your shoulders, your lower back, your whole body begins to relax. No stress, no tension, no anxiety, no fears, in the now. And as you're in the now, you're going to want to breathe. You're relaxing in the now. As you breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breath in through the nose and breath out through the mouth. As you breathe in through the nose, you hold it 1001, 1002, 1003. And then you exhale through the mouth. And you're going to want to do this about 6 times while I'm talking. And as you breathe in through the nose, you're breathing in divine positive energy. It's always literal pipelines, light waves of communication coming from the collective consciousness of the universes, coming from everything that there is, ever has been. It expands. It communicates with your God. And it exemplifies the understanding and clarity that we all embrace of courage. Courage is staying in the now, being calm, embracing who and what you are, your God. and moving more and more into love, while everything else around you is the opposite. While things are picking at you, pulling at you, stressing you, causing you to become discomforted, causing you to become off path, uneven, anxiety, all of these things that go on around us. The courage is to maintain a level of peace and joy and harmony and bliss with yourself. This is the key for the successful transition of this civilization, of this planet. It's one of many keys, but it's a very, very important one. So, as you breathe in, you're fortified more. You're made more clear. You understand more fully of who and what you are. As you breathe in this courage, which, as you know, you're part of everything that there ever has, ever will be, ever is. And you are filled with it, understanding, and we're not talking about bringing in the ego, we're talking about just pure courage of the high frequency of keeping yourself in a state of happiness, joy, and bliss. It is amazing what will transpire for you. Every single second you're in that existence, in that essence. As you breathe out, you're breathing out all of the doubt, all of the could be laziness, it could be many things that you're breathing out that stop you, that try everything it can to keep you from staying in bliss and joy and happiness and peace. This is where your courage comes in. This is where the power of your courage takes over and eliminates all of these distractions, these fears, these anxieties, these stresses, all of these things, and obliterates them. They vaporize. They're no more. They go away. They're transmuted into neutralized substance. You don't have them harassing and nagging at you and haranguing at you. They're gone. You're in full control. You're in courage. And you're in bliss, joy, happiness, peace. You are. This changes everything around you. And it literally puts out a wave of calmness and peace and tranquility. See it in your heart mind. So we fold in to our heart mind. And we're above the heart, and we're just floating there. And we're taking in all of the joy, the peace, the tranquility with our God. Because we merge with our God. And we become nirvana, heaven on earth. Wherever we go, we transform things. Whatever we see, we transform it. Whatever our intentions are, we intend, it is answered. We must stay in courage. We must stay in that focus. If you don't, you will drop down every single time. This becomes almost rhetorical because of the fact that you just over and over again, you drop off, you go back, you drop off, you go back. But you get to a point where you balance it, where you're back in peace and joy more than you're out of it. And eventually, you will be in it all the time. You will not bounce out of it. And here's where courage also plays an important role, where it strengthens, unifies you more, clarifies things more, and it literally rebuts any attempts from low frequencies of getting to you, pulling you away, pulling you down. And we all do it. We've all experienced it many, many times. So when you realize this, and you're in this joy, this space, you become absolutely wonderful. You're with your God. You're in deep harmony and peace and joy. You have much courage. You laugh at these attempts to pull you into disharmony, into anger, into fear, into criticism and judgment, all of these things. We're all encased in a perfect sphere of the golden white pink light of Prime Source, Creator God, Mother, Father God, our families, deep eternal love. Purple transmuting flame, violet ray, white fire, emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael, violet blue purple light, flaming light of Archangel Michael. All of these things we're encased in. They completely protect us. It is our mind and ego that tries to convince us that it does not exist. There's where courage comes in again. The only thing that can penetrate it is more deep eternal love. And anything that you emit from your lower frequencies while you're encased in this sphere, it will vaporize it as soon as it emits from you and transmute it into love light energy. Arm in arm, hand in hand, we form our circle of light. We have established nirvana, heaven on earth. We merge and create the halo, or the circle of light, full of deep eternal love light energy. It circles the planet at its equator. See this in your heart mind. It circles the planet at the equator. And you can see the flames coming off of it as it saturates the very beingness of Gaia and all life on it, and in it, and around it. And we begin to float up. The planet is enrobed in this deep, eternal love light energy. And as we float up, we immediately call on other parts of us. All of our brothers and sisters are the light energy beings who are in all of the universes, dimensions, densities, and existences throughout all there is, ever has been, ever will be. And they are the deepest eternal love from the deepest eternal love. They don't operate or exist with ego. They're in deep eternal peace and love. They're in joy, benevolent, generous, unselfish, caring, and humble. And they come in gigaplexes, massive numbers, from every direction, from every existence, to join us gladly. And they come, and our circle just expands as we're moving up. And you see, and they literally fill sacredness of space in the solar system, this universe, this galaxies, and beyond. And we continue to expand. We thank them. We love them. We are grateful for them as they thank us, love us, and are grateful for us. It is good to have them with us. And we call on all of the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes, all of them, all of the angels of this civilization who are of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love. Kind, benevolent, caring, loving, generous, humble, unselfish. And they come in the billions, and they join us. We merge in with the circle. And we expand, and the light expands, and it grows, and it intensifies. eternal love saturates and penetrates everything. Everything. Nothing can escape it. And then we advance even more and expand even more in our deep eternal love. We thank them and we love them and we appreciate them and we're humbled by them as they are us. We call upon the Ascended Masters, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Buddha, Saint Germain, Sananda Jesus, El Morya, Evidentia, and many, many, many more. All ascended out of body, all here to assist this civilization in its ascension. All of deep eternal love, all of unselfishness, all of generosity and benevolence and kindness. And they immediately merge with us. They join with us. We can feel them. We love them. We appreciate them. They love us and appreciate us. We call upon all of the inhabitants of inner Earth, hollow Earth, Agartha, beneath Earth, any of the civilizations beneath this planet who are of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love, who are unselfish, who are kind, benevolent, who are non-judgmental, who are generous, who value life as the highest value in the universes. And they come in massive numbers and join us. You cannot not feel this humming, this frequency of the greatest, deepest, eternal love, light energy. We form it. We are it. All of our gods. We expand. And we love them. And they love us. We are grateful and thankful and humbled as they are. We call upon the Galactic Federation of planets. We call upon all the civilizations who are benevolent, deep eternal love, from deep eternal love, who are kind, caring, happy, joyous, who have been assisting this civilization with its freeing itself from its self-imposed bondage, with its evolution, with its enlightenment, with its ascension. After all, they are our brothers and sisters. And we thank them, and we love them, and we are grateful and humbled by them as they are us. And they are part of this massive circle of light. And we continue to expand exponentially. We call upon all of our loved ones who have ascended out of body in this life and all lives that we've inhabited, who are of deep eternal love, from deep eternal love, who are in peace, joy, happiness, generosity, and unselfishness. And they come, they embrace us, we love them, and we are thankful for them, for they have always been with us, and they always will be with us. They merge, and again our light expands. And we thank them, and we're humbled by them, and we love them, and they love us, and are humbled by us and thank us. We call upon all of the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms in and on this planet at this very time, who are of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love. The fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, and the trees, the elementals, earth, air, fire, water. The mermaids, the dolphins and the whale, the Pegasus and the unicorn, and many, many, many more. All of deep eternal love, from deep eternal love, in peace, joy. And they join us without hesitation, and they merge in with us. And we are one, all of us, a collective consciousness of deep eternal love, a joy and a bliss, uncompromised, completely free and expanding, unfettered. We look up when we see our meditative sphere, housing all of our meditations in perpetual motion. This sphere sets center circle. It can be seen, heard, and felt throughout this solar system, throughout this galaxy, throughout this universe, and all universes, densities, dimensions, is everywhere. It is omnipotent. It literally saturates everything with deep eternal love. We can feel it rain down upon us. It saturates our physical bodies, inside and out. It saturates our gods, floods us with the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, joy, peace, prosperity, happiness, endlessly. It strengthens our courage, our resolve. It continually clarifies for us in our picture of total nirvana. It is up to us to create this paradise. It is not up to external sources. It is up to us to create this paradise through intent, through love, through peace, through prosperity, joy, happiness, tranquility, unselfishness, no greed, no deception. And we value all life as the highest value in all that there is, ever has been, and ever will be. We look down upon the planet, this earth, this Gaia, this Terra Christi, and we see all of our brothers and sisters, we see all life. And all of our brothers and sisters, we send a breath, a communication to their gods. We embrace them. We merge with them. We enlighten them with our love, with our joy. We wake up the courage within them in total peace and harmony. They begin to realize that they are the ones to create the paradise, to create the heaven, to move out of the lower frequencies, to embrace their courage without anger, without aggression, with power in the deep eternal love. Great power, omnipotent strength, brilliant courage that lifts them all of us, out of the turmoil that we've created. And we turn the light on permanently. We turn the light on in every single human being. We turn their joy on. We turn their happiness on. We turn their generosity on. We turn their bliss on. This is a permanent switch. It cannot be reversed. It cannot be turned off. We embrace them all, and we love them all. And we send the same frequency out throughout the solar system to saturate all of the planets, this entire planetary existence of these bodies in this small solar system, in the galaxy, and throughout the universes. We make a huge shift, a difference. It is happening, it is engaged, and we build upon it. Embrace it, embrace our brothers and sisters. I will join you in the meditation and return to close us out. very long time. We are changing. We are elevating. All of this, all of the things that we have been occupied with fall by the wayside. They no longer have the ability to adhere themselves to us. It sounds simple enough to move yourselves into the parameters of light, love, and happiness, and joy, and bliss, and literally not even entertain low frequencies. And when they try to come in, dismiss them. Saturate them in love. It's the courage that assists us with staying in the higher frequencies. It's the courage that assists us with intending great health and wealth and prosperity for the civilization of this planet, and great health for all life on this planet, in this planet. It is the courage that helps us move into elevation, stay in elevation, and continually move up. Embrace this, incorporate it, identify it. When you start feeling fear, anxiety, stress, doubt, hold your courage. Saturate it all with deep eternal love. Be cognizant. You're operating from the heart mind, not the mind and the ego. The mind and the ego are there. They serve a purpose. You are in control of them. After a while, the incessant ticking away of these lower frequencies dissipate. They're alleviated. They become less and less and less and less. After all, you've been programmed for thousands and thousands of years. This is the awakening. We are incorporating and making everyone aware of the fact, letting them know who and what they are and all of the abilities that they possess. You just have to blow the dust off, polish it up, and turn the switch. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night, into the following morning. We will have a time for change call on this Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. And we will be back here at 3 p.m. Eastern, June 11th, 2019.